I'm here to tell you all that life as you know it has ended.
Whatever do you mean?
You know what separates the winners from the losers, kid?
The score. What did you say?
What we're dealing with here is a complete lack of respect.
Think it over. Could be part of something.
I got behind it.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Steel Sanctuary podcast. I'm your host, Dave Ribeiro from SteelSanctuary.com. I got Bob and Dave with me tonight. Guys, what's going on?
What's up?
Having fun.
Let's talk a little bit about this Micah Parsons trade right off the bat. And I know it's not Steelers related, but it sure is interesting.
For once, I agree with you, Dave. We should have done it.
I texted you guys yesterday. I didn't know if both teams lost on this one. But the more I think about it, the more I like Dallas' side of this. What do you guys think?
Yeah, Bob.
I like Green Bay side of it. I mean, you get Parsons. Okay, so you got to figure their offense. Jordan Love healthy all year. Josh Jacobs. Their receivers are pretty good. Offensive line is pretty good. You know, the defense was solid last year, but now you're adding a difference-making edge rusher. I like what Green Bay did here. I really do. I mean, who knows? David, you're probably going to talk about this. The idea that they are somehow packaging this to get out of Dak. I mean, I'll let David tell you how bad the cap hit is.
Yeah, I mean, look, we could assume that maybe they're going to make a run at Manning whenever, you know, that draft class comes through with him. But dude, we were looking at the numbers, like dead money. If they get out from Dak Prescott's, what was it 120 something million in dead money? Like
next year, and then 50
yeah,
million a year after that.
like,
yeah,
they're
crazy.
Screwed. Like there's no way to get out from under that. No team's taking on that contract. At least I don't think they would. So they're locked in with him for the long haul here, unless they want to lose that much money. So yeah, I don't, because that was my initial reaction. I was like, oh well, my God, they're set up looking pretty for next year's draft to go get a quarterback. But I thought about it, I'm like, wait a second, Dak Prescott's contract sucks for them. So yeah, I don't know. I guess if it had just been 2 first-round picks, I'd have been like, okay, this is definitely all Green Bay. But since they got Clark back in the return too, which is also a really good football player, I think that kind of helps the sting a little bit more. But man, for Green Bay though, I mean, now you get arguably one of the top pass rushers in the league on your team with big aspirations. That's a huge shot in the arm for them, I think. But I mean, are the Cowboys now admittedly tanking? Like what do we, you know, or do they feel like because they got Clark that they're not tanking at all? They just got rid of a player that was going to be disruptive in the locker room if he didn't get paid. Like, you know, they showed him sleeping on the fucking medical table during the game.
Yeah.
And I mean, isn't it kind of funny as soon as they showed that, like what, the next day or the next
that
couple
facilitated
days,
the trade.
gone,
There's no doubt.
right?
No doubt.
So I don't know. I mean, it really, really helps Green Bay. I'll say that.
I guess the moral of this story is, do you pay $40+ million to an edge rusher if you have no chance of winning a Super Bowl for the next couple of years? And that's the thing you got to think about. I know Micah's a lot younger than TJ, and maybe their window's a little wide, but Dallas got no shot at the Super Bowl. So why are you going to dump $40+ million on an edge rusher? That's not going to get you any closer to a Super Bowl. You might as well cut bait. This is probably his value is probably as high as it was ever going to be right now. They were never going to get more from Micah Parsons than right now. So do you lie to yourself and say, oh, let's sign Micah Parsons for $47 million and then not win a Super Bowl for 5 years? Or do you cut bait, take the draft picks, try to go get a quarterback? I mean, there's an argument there for Dallas that they did the right thing.
The only problem is Dak is untradeable. He's uncuttable. So this whole idea of, oh, well, we're going to build for the future and go get our quarterback of the future. Actually, the only way you can get rid of Dak is to literally eat the money and have a rookie quarterback. Okay, if you're going to do that, you better damn sure. I mean, personally, it's the NFC. I mean, is anybody really far away in the NFC? I mean, Philly's good.
Yeah, Dallas
they're
is far
deep.
away. Dallas is far away.
I mean,
You said it yourself. You hate Dak. They're not winning the Super Bowl with Dak Prescott.
I do, but Dallas fans and the Cowboys don't hate Dak. They're paying him top money in the fucking league.
Yeah,
It was a bad contract.
they had to
did
have
it.
loved him to give him that kind of money.
And then you
Just
got to
an
figure George Pickens
asinine
is one
contract.
year
Right.
and out for them. He's not sticking around. So
Maybe they felt like they needed that money to sign George Pickens.
yeah, I don't see them. Well, if they do that, then they get what they deserve. If they give George Pickens $30 million, high 20s in a long-term contract,
It's the Cowboys. I could see it.
Look, if
Easily.
he goes out, has 75 catches, 1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns, he's gonna get paid that. I wouldn't pay him that, but he's gonna get paid that.
so if they turn these draft picks into Arch Manning or Cade Klubnik, that's a great move. It's a great move.
If they can figure out a way, Dave, if they can figure out a way, maybe. But like they're gonna, like Bob
Then you
said,
can
they're
let-
gonna have to eat so
Yeah,
much
well,
of that money.
You can let the rookie sit for a couple games and keep Dak next year, and then you eat the $50 million the following year. Yeah, it sucks, but
$50 million is a lot of money to eat. You think Jerry's gonna eat $50 million?
that's just
dollars?
that's it's actually just salary cap. It's just dead cap. It's a lot more than that because
Yeah,
they paid him hundreds of millions of dollars already.
I guess
I forget
Robert's
who
not
asked the
happy we're
question.
talking about the biggest trade in the last couple
Yeah.
weeks.
Well, actually, I'm gonna bring it around here to the Steelers. Let me ask you a question: if Dallas, if Green Bay had called us and said, "Hey, TJ's a Wisconsin boy, we want him. We'll give you 2 firsts and Kenny Clark," do you do that deal?
Absolutely.
And our
You'd probably
situation,
only
yes.
get the 2 firsts and not Kenny Clark because TJ's 30 and Micah Parsons is what, 26, 25? But if they offered 2 first-round picks for TJ Watt, fuck yeah, I would have done that because the Steelers are the same thing as the Cowboys. Neither one of them, in all likelihood, is winning the Super Bowl in the next couple years.
I would feel
So-
like we're in a worse situation than them. Honestly,
You feel like-
that's why I would take the deal.
You think we're worse than the Cowboys? I don't know about that.
Before we got Aaron, we were in
Well, yeah, before Aaron, yeah.
we were in
Sure.
some pretty dire. What if Rodgers didn't sign with us? How dire of a situation would our
That'd be
quarterback
awful.
be?
We'd be
So
looking at
you take that trade because then next
have
year
to.
you package to try to get your next franchise QB. We got lucky
is-
as fuck that Rodgers signed.
This is why I brought this trade up because it's Dallas and Pittsburgh are in very similar situations. They're trying to win, but they're really not gonna win. I mean, both teams might squeak in the playoffs. Both have edge rushers they're paying. Well, not Dallas anymore, but you're paying over $40 million for. That's my question. Is it worth it? Especially in the Steelers' case, when TJ's 30, and you're paying him $41 million a year. I don't know.
We are
I
in a 10 times better situation when it comes to that trade offer because of the fact we don't have a quarterback with 120 million.
Oh
of
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
dead money if we do something with it. Like they're idiots.
How do
for
we know
that-
Green Bay didn't
that
offer it?
contract?
Okay. Let's reverse it. Why didn't we offer 2 first-round picks for Micah?
No, because you got
Micah
TJ
and
high-
TJ on the same team?
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
$80 million
they're not-
in edge
you mean-
rushers.
Are you saying this is with or without having Aaron Rodgers?
No, he's talking
Hey,
about with it. Yes.
we still have Aaron Rodgers, so we just go for it because you ain't paying a quarterback next
Yeah,
year.
but-
You ain't.
Jesus,
You
that's-
could afford it. You really could afford it. I don't know.
No,
It's
if
crazy.
if we can't do that with this
I think
draft
that's even
class
stretching
coming
it.
up, I wouldn't do that with this draft class coming up. No,
It's fun to think about, but I don't think they could have. I mean, you're talking about
I mean, I
$88
get it. We
million
have
just
Aaron.
in edge rushers.
but we have 41-year-old Aaron. Father time could hit him in any given moment.
Load up
So,
for
no, I
27.
would- What's that?
I mean, that's the
Load
point.
up for 27.
Now you've got the Cowboys with multiple first-round picks. You've got the Rams with multiple first-round picks. I think
So
it's one
it's-
more team.
We're all. I don't know. I don't.
How do the
think that'd
Steelers
be
get
a
in the
good
top
idea.
15 next year
That-
if they have a good season? They're not going to.
They have. They have
They're
to
not
load
going
up
to.
picks. They have to load up a lot of picks.
All
They
those
can
third
get-
round picks are not going to get you in the. It's not going to happen.
No, it'll take this year's first and next year's first to get up into the top 15. They can do it if the right guy falls. I mean, again, unless Arch goes out and torches Ohio
The
State
Browns is the other
tomorrow,
team.
Yeah.
it ain't gonna happen. I mean, he's not coming out. So now you're, more than likely the whole idea Klubnik's going to go number one. He's going to show up at the combine and be 5'3". I mean, we'll see
I
tomorrow.
already told you he was going to be a number one pick. I told you he was going to be a number one pick.
I don't think so. I think
Well-
Sellers, barring a disaster, is probably the number one if Arch doesn't come back. Because people are going to love him.
Yeah.
They're going to love him at the combine. He's going to have a good season. Unless he shits the bed for South Carolina, I just can't see how the 6'4" mobile, big, strong quarterback isn't the number one pick.
That works out even better for Dallas if Arch comes out the following year. Because then they can do one more year with Dak Prescott, take the big year out, the big year of dead money out,
Right.
and stick with Dak another year. And then in 27, it's a lot less. So that works out even better for them.
And you have to hope because that Manning's staying another year because they interviewed him and they asked him about them saying that. And he said, I don't know where they got that from. That's not necessarily true that I'm going to sit another year.
Your
His
grandfather
did say. His grandfather did
No,
say.
yeah, it was his
that he wanted
grandfather.
to say,
You're right.
yeah.
They said your grandfather said this. And he said, I swear to God, I watched it myself. He said, I'm not sure where he got that from. So that's not necessarily true.
Yeah.
So
I did hear.
he could be lying. Maybe he got mad that his grandfather said something.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
I did hear he can't
say,
go
I don't
anywhere
know
in
where
Texas.
he got that from.
He
was
can't go anywhere in
respectful about it,
Texas.
but you could tell, like, I don't know. So
He's kind of frustrated because he can't go to the gas station or the grocery store without somebody bugging him
right.
at Texas because it's like a fishbowl in a college.
But how big would that be for the Cowboys to get Arch Manning to be their next quarterback?
It makes Jerry Jones look like a genius. It really does. Everyone's killing him now. You can make that face all you want, but if he comes up with Arch Manning next year,
Yeah, hey, he's 35 years in without Jimmy Johnson. He's bound to get one right sooner or later.
well, true, true. I mean, I'm not going to stick up for Jerry Jones. He's been a disaster for the last whatever.
The
Jerry
worst.
Jones makes Art Rooney
Bro.
Jr. look competent.
Yeah, he's the worst.
All right, let's get to Steelers stuff. The Steelers made a couple moves since the last time we got together. They re-signed Chuck Clark and Max Sharping to the 53-man roster and put Will Howard and Dante Kent on the IR.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl because they got Sharping back on the roster.
All the way, baby. All the way.
I know Dave and Trent had the emergency podcast. Bob, you got anything about this 53-man roster you want to get off your chest? I mean, me and you haven't really talked about it.
Yeah, I was actually I was okay with losing Benny Bishop. I mean, they got him back on the practice squad, which shows just how great the rest of the league thinks Benny Bishop is. Look, he's a nice player. I think he's a decent practice squad player. I know he's David's favorite player. But that being said, we don't need the West Virginia football team playing for Pittsburgh. I mean, we already got Zach Frazier. We'll be happy with that.
Here's the thing. The thing that hurt him is he doesn't play special teams.
I agree.
Yeah.
So from that perspective, I get it. Yes, he's a player I wanted to make the team, but I'm also not an idiot. So like I can see both sides of this. So I get it. When it came down to this last spot, the thing I'm mad about is that it shouldn't have been Trice over Pierre then. That's the part that I'm a little upset about. Pierre is a special teams guy, but they were able to put Trice on the IR, but yet they still didn't bring back another corner. They brought back, they're at 4 corners right now. You got Clark back and Sharping. So that is where I'm kind of confused. We're just going to risk it with 4 corners, and that's it.
I don't think that's the whole season plan, but I am worried this means that they're nervous about Harmon and Benton in the opener. Because I think that's where the room will come. Okay, Harmon and Benton are good. They're on the roster. The other 2 guys can fucking go. And then, okay, we'll bring up, I still think there's a chance a corner will come from somewhere else. I also think there's a chance a wide receiver will come from somewhere else.
Where's the wide receiver? We could talk about that. Well, let me just say this about Beanie Bishop before we change gears. It's a kid who had 4 interceptions and 7 passes defended in his rookie season. Now, that's why I'm surprised nobody even tried a waiver claim on the kid.
And that was with half the snaps.
Yeah, and not even a full season.
Trent made that point when we did the emergency pod, and that's an amazing point. Like, if this guy, say they don't go to Cam Sutton, right? What would this kid have done? How much better may he have gotten? I'm not saying he's going to look. I'm not sitting here saying that he's better than Eccles and the big 3. Obviously not. I'm not saying that. But if you need a 5th corner out of Pierre, Trice, and Bishop, pure corner, we're not talking special teams. Out of those 3, he'd be the guy I'd want. Pierre
the Steelers have kept much worse on the roster than Beanie Bishop.
He gets really, really exposed when he's out there a while, and Trice can't stay healthy. Now, they were able to put Trice on IR, so that's great. But we're still sitting here with 4 corners. So I'm like, so now what? If they can go find a guy that's a better corner to be the 5th guy that also if they can find both, a good corner that plays special teams or a good depth corner that plays special teams, I'm all for it. Go find that guy because that would make more sense to me.
Ultimately, that's what killed Beanie Bishop was the special teams thing.
Yes. It was,
and
I admit that. That was it. That was his kryptonite, man. But look, I'm happy they got him on the practice squad. You know, so I'm happy him and Lou Nichols. Those were the 2 where I was like, Lord, please let them both make the practice squad. I'm really high on Lou Nichols. I really am. I don't the eye tests, if that makes sense. He really passed the eye test with me. And Sermon too, Bob. Sermon made practice squad too, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
I believe so. Yeah.
I mean, that's amazing to get those guys because Sermon's the one that I thought for sure wouldn't make practice squad. I thought somebody, a veteran, I thought he'd get snagged for sure, but he didn't.
I've heard the argument that how great it is that we got all our guys back. That nobody, we didn't even have to go looking on the waiver wire. We just got our guys back. I feel the opposite way. I feel like, oh shit, we got our guys back because all the guys we think are really good, nobody fucking wanted. Yeah. It used to be when the Steelers cut somebody and there was no going to the practice squad. Yeah. You were picked up. There were 8 teams putting a waiver wire in. I do think it speaks to the improving depth of the roster. The guys we're looking at, oh, well, we've kept worse guys. Yeah, we fucking have. That it's not a goal. It's not a goal to take a guy like this. And the one thing I'll say about Beanie Bishop, because I do think he could still maybe develop, but bottom line is this is a guy the Steelers thought so highly of. They benched him for Cam Sutton and kept him on the bench for Cam Sutton.
And that was a mistake, though. We all believe that, right? I mean, Cam Sutton was a disaster.
I think that was a Tomlin thing.
Yeah, definitely was.
I think, and look, to be honest, though, Cam Sutton before that year was the better player. Like, I have no problem.
Before throwing his girlfriend out the window?
Before choke slamming his girlfriend through a window out. That guy, yeah. Before he decided to go all Andre the Giant on his girlfriend, he was the better corner. He
was pretty bad in Detroit. He was really bad.
I didn't see that. I didn't know that. But as far as when he was with the Steelers,
he was good with the Steelers the first time.
So I have no issue with them initially going with Cam Sutton. But as soon as he started sucking that bad, he couldn't cover, he couldn't tackle, he couldn't communicate, and that should became very evident. And they just stuck with him. That's Tomlin. That's all Tomlin.
Oh, absolutely.
And if they went back to Beanie, I think it would have been better. Because it went downhill after he came out. That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
Hey, just think about this, and I'm just saying, Jackson's gone, Beanie's on practice squad. That's 9 turnovers they got to replace.
Yeah. Well, Jalen Ramsey hopefully will get some of those.
In theory, you had Slay had none to 1 last year. Ramsey had 3.
Yeah.
Maybe Joey will have more than just 1 again.
Or then it could also be that because they're playing press man coverage, which we hope they will, they say they're going to, that the turnovers will come from strip sacks from TJ and Alex and Hall of Fame Herbig when he's back in the lineup.
And they force throws and more interceptions. I hope you're right.
Yeah.
But
Jabril Peppers got cut today. That's a
Yeah.
guy. Keep a low key. Keep an
He's
eye
better
on
than
that guy.
Chuck Clark. He's better than Chuck Clark. I can tell you that. I don't know if he wants to be a backup though. You know.
But he can play. I mean, right now he probably wants a job, being that he's
true.
on the street. But that's a guy who could play some safety. He could play some corner. There are worse guys you could have filling out the roster.
I
No, he's not a ball player. Like you said, better than Chuck Clark.
All right, guys. I need you to explain something to me, please.
Okay.
How the fuck is Robert Woods back on the practice squad? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Sounds like he's paying them.
Right?
If you've seen why he wants to be on the practice squad.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
He likes Aaron Rodgers.
And he likes the Steelers. He likes being in Pittsburgh.
Great. So do I. Do I get a practice squad spot? I like Aaron Rodgers too.
Well, can you block?
Why do the Steelers like him is the question. That's my question. I don't give a fuck about Robert Woods and who he likes. Like, what is he doing on the
veteran guy to have around?
Can you block? That's the key. Do you want a practice squad spot? You got to be able to hit the sled, baby.
They do not have any idea what they're doing at wide receiver.
Hey,
can we all agree on that?
Yeah.
They do not know.
I didn't know this about Peppers. I didn't know he can return kicks and punts. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he did that too.
Yeah.
Really?
He did.
Okay.
Look, I mean, we have to accept the fact, whether we like it or not, Dave,
that they don't know what they're doing. I agree, Bob.
No, that Johnny Smith, and they are perfectly happy with DK Metcalf, Johnny Smith, Pat Freiermuth is the top three, and they feel like between Wilson, Austin, Scotty Miller, and all those other guys, that they're basically wide receiver 3 and 4 in the offense that Arthur Smith wants to run. Look, if it works, if Johnny puts up 70 catches and gets another 700-800 yards, and Pat has 500-600 yards, and DK goes for 1,000, it can work. We don't want him throwing the ball 40 times a game. We really don't.
No, but this isn't going to work. They've been trying this for 4 years, playing this run-heavy, short pass offense, and they keep falling behind in games, and they can't play their offense, and then they're screwed, and then they lose.
And the run game right now doesn't look great.
Yeah.
The difference is now you got a guy for the first time since Ben, who, okay, we got down 10 points, open it up, let him bring us back. And they're not going to go, oh my God, we're back within a field goal, take the air out of the ball. They're gonna let him throw. They're gonna let him do what he needs to do. But
throw to who?
And
it's still a bad recipe. You need to go back and look at who he threw to in Green fucking Bay, and for the most part, it was guys off the street. The hot dog.
That guy's not. That Aaron Rodgers isn't here anymore, buddy. This is the 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers. He's still pretty good. But he's not. He needs
to do it 3 times. 3 times this year, there's going to be a time where he's got to go out and he's got to win the game for us. If he wins those 3 games for us, we're going to get the 8 or 9 that we always get. We're 11, 12 win team. If he all he's got to do is win 3 games and then have 1 big game in the playoffs.
That's asking a lot. We'll see. They're not helping him. I mean, granted, some of the guys, I wrote down a few guys that have signed. The Corley kid isn't going to knock your socks off. I didn't like MVS. I don't think he's that great. Adam Thielen got traded for a fucking bag of footballs. That's a pretty good receiver. Kendrick Bourne still out there, right? Hasn't signed with anybody yet. Does that do anything for you?
I looked into his.
It's not great.
It's not
great.
Yeah,
no, it isn't.
I mean, might as well roll with Roman Wilson and Calvin Austin for a couple of weeks. See what you got.
Here's the thing, too. Thielen, I mean, how old is Thielen? Like,
he's 87.
Now age bothers you guys. It never bothers you with Slay and everybody else.
You talked me into it. Over 30, I get worried now, thanks to you.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's not, the best scenario, but again, this fucking team.
And
it's
bottom line is
2024 all over again. They're just
it absolutely is.
There's just
Sauer was asking about Jacoby Byers. Look, I'm telling you that ain't happening.
And we talked about that. I don't know if the Raiders can afford to trade him because they really don't have anybody. That guy Thornton, I was asking you guys, he's listed as their starting wide receiver.
Really?
He's a rookie 6th round pick. He's their starting wide receiver because they don't have anybody else.
Whew.
So
Yeah, I mean, look, and bottom line is the Raiders are obviously way overpricing him. For Omar to have called and said, "Hey, you want what? Okay, you're gonna pay half his salary," and then say, "Nah, we're good." That means they're probably asking for a second, and
that's too
in
much. That's too
no
much for him.
universe is Jacoby
Yeah, that's too
Myers
much.
worth a second.
Yeah. My thing is though, what is his salary right now that we would want them to pay all of it?
It's not that much, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
like
That's
10
why.
million.
I'd
And
say
we've
that's
got
10 million
25
something.
mil in cap space, more now that we cut our punter.
Well,
But
yeah. The higher the draft pick, maybe you want them to pick up some of the money, but yeah, it's
maybe that's what Bob said. They wanted a second,
Yeah.
and Steelers were like,
But
"We'll do
you're not
that
getting
if
a
you
second
pick up
for-
half the
well-
salary." And they're like, "No,
yeah. Steelers gave up a second for DK Metcalf, and DK
I'd
Metcalf
rather
is a lot
just
better
a
than
third, and we pay all the salary and call it a day."
yeah.
Look, if Jonnu Smith is as advertised, and Roman Wilson and Calvin Austin can just be okay, if they can combine for about 60 catches, 1,000 yards between them, and 5-6 touchdowns, Jonnu gets and DK does what he's supposed to do. That's actually as good a receiving core as what Aaron Rodgers has dealt with pretty much his whole career.
Yeah. If this, if that, if,
It's not a huge stretch for Roman Wilson and Calvin Austin to catch 30 balls each for 500 yards and 2 or 3 touchdowns. That gets you a wide receiver too.
Big Pun saying here the passing game will be the strength of the offense.
It's possible.
Oh, big pun. Well, it might have to be because the run game's so bad.
Well, I'm just thinking in my head, when's the last time we said that with this offense? 20
Yeah. I mean, again,
17, 18,
20.
yeah.
2020?
Yeah. Ben was first
Ben's
year.
returned from his injury.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
he was
still
okay
had-
that year. It was pretty good.
We didn't have Antonio Brown. Who did we have? We didn't
Didn't have
Juju,
Le'Veon
did
Bell
we?
either.
No,
Yeah,
you had,
DJ.
James Conner, Juju.
DJ.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of, can I interest you
Oh,
in a
jeez.
Deontay Johnson? Anyone?
What did you see? His video today on Route God?
No, I didn't.
Oh, on Twitter, Route
Was it
God
good?
posted a new video of him. He looks great in sweatpants. Yeah. Wonderful.
He looks
Even
so
on,
good he
like-
couldn't make the Cleveland roster.
Yeah, even
Hey,
I'm
look.
kind of like,
You guys know and I know it's not physical, it's mental.
yeah, definitely, 100%.
Like-
There's something wrong with that kid. I don't know what it is. There's something not right with his head. Because I don't know
Sucks.
what it is.
Where did Hunter Renfrow disappear to?
I don't even think he signed with anybody, did he?
He's in the jogging lane.
The jogging lane.
Yeah, leaving Carolina, moving very slow.
He's not that slow, Bob.
He's not
this-
slow,
He's
Bob.
fucking slow. He's
He's not that
4'6".
If I
He's
showed you
4'6".
if I showed you the
4'6"
video
is-
of him running routes and making corners
Yeah,
look
He's
silly,
very quick. I can't
you
remember.
would disagree.
Yeah, because
was on
guys
that-
like that would be in the league if he was any good. He's not. He's been out of the league for 4 years now.
Well, he
Didn't he have an injury? or something?
semi-retired.
He had
semi-retired 'cause of an
something.
injury.
He was yeah.
He came back. I just remember on that Pivot podcast, there was a corner. I wish I could remember who it was. I think it was Surtain. And they asked him, who's the best wide receiver, the toughest wide receiver for you to cover? And he said, Renfro. And they laughed
Really?
at him. And he's like, bro,
Dead, huh?
go watch the
Really?
tape. Yeah. And they were laughing at him. And he said, bro, watch the tape. Go watch the tape and tell me if he's not the toughest wide
See,
receiver to cover.
I wouldn't have thought that. I won't go that
I
far.
distinctly remember it. I can't
But
say for 100%
right.
sure it was Surtain, but it was a good corner. He was a good wide receiver. I don't know if he still is.
right. I mean,
That's
I'm not saying he's some
3
like,
seasons ago.
but I don't know. He looked nasty. They showed that
He's a-
Panther.
Look.
Now, mind you, it's the Panthers, so maybe it's not that hard to make Panther DBs look bad. But
He's an elite route runner.
He-
Elite.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
had
Yes,
one
he is.
good year. He had one good year.
Well,
He
let me
did that-
rephrase that. He was an elite route runner. I don't know if he still is anymore.
He had one good season. One. And
Patrick Surtain
Please.
would have a word, Bob.
he can have a word all he fucking wants. Heinz Ward's a great fucking route runner. I don't want him at wide receiver either.
Well, that's whether
Matter of
he's still
fact,
that
I
guy
probably
anymore.
would prefer Heinz Ward over him.
I think I'd rather have DJ than Hunter Renfrow, to be honest.
Oh my God, I'd rather have Cam Hayward at wide receiver than Deontay Johnson.
If Mike Tomlin's this, player whisperer, he always gets the players. Could he get to DJ again for one season?
He played 17 games, Hunter Renfrow, in 2023. You know how many catches he had?
I've got it right here in front of me. He only had 255 yards receiving.
Was that the Raiders?
Catches.
Who was the
But he
quarterback?
played the whole year.
Who's the quarterbacks?
And bear in mind, with the
Aiden
Raiders,
O'Connell.
the only good year he ever had was he played for the Raiders for 4 years. The only good year he ever had was with the Raiders in 21.
Well, he only started 3 games in 2023. He only started 1 in 2022. In 2021,
9 in his best season.
In 2021, he started 9 and had 1,038 yards receiving on 103 receptions, 9 TDs. So that was his best season.
It's probably over him.
I just don't
Carolina
understand.
cut him.
He's only played in 5 seasons. Went off in 2021.
He's a small guy too.
But
the small guy.
So basically, it sounds like it was a exception, not the rule with him. He had one really good year.
Yeah, injuries caught up with him, and he couldn't.
And that's the other thing too. Like some of these where he didn't play a lot, it might have been injuries for all I know. I have no idea. But yeah, he only had 13 games in 2019. He had 16 in 2020 though. 17, 10. So he was injured 2022 season, and then 17 again in 2023.
Did he skip a season? Was he out completely one of those years?
2024. He didn't do anything.
24, yeah, he was out.
Right.
I don't know.
And to Shower Curtain's point, yeah. So why would we bring in another fucking one of these guys?
Well, and that's the thing. He's no different probably from a Miller.
Yeah.
At best.
Miller's probably better at this point.
Yeah,
I would probably agree.
Yeah.
That drives me up the wall. Does anybody not realize that Scotty Miller is a fucking fast guy? He's like a 4.3 guy.
Yeah,
but he was a 4.3 guy last year. He didn't do anything, Bob.
But how did he bulk up this year but seems faster? Like he seems quicker this year. Like I mean,
I'm rooting for the guy. I hope he ends up being good.
He didn't impress us this much last year.
Yeah, we needed a wide receiver so bad last year. He didn't show up at all. What's the difference?
He bulked. Apparently, it's because he bulked up and put on 10, 15 pounds.
In case you didn't watch the games, he was in as the blocking wide receiver.
I don't want to hear anything about the blocking wide receiver. I want a wide receiver who catches the ball.
They didn't throw it to him. They only played him when they ran the ball. It was obvious. When he's on the field, they're running the ball.
Same offensive coordinator. Same offense. They're going to do it again?
They're going to run the ball.
Yards
it's not going to happen. You're not. I mean, unless they're willing to give up a high draft pick, which obviously Omar's not going to do. They're not going to go get somebody.
That's what I tweeted out.
Guys, you're naming off. They suck. Deontay Johnson sucks. Hunter Renfrow sucks. Kendrick Bourne sucks. We have suck on the roster. We don't need to import suck.
I agree with you, Bob. I do. There's nobody out there. There is nobody out there to get because you can't wait till fucking September, late August to decide you want a wide receiver now. Doesn't work like that.
They don't want one. They don't think they need them. They don't think they need them.
We'll talk again in week 3 when they're getting fucking.
Dude, I think they're that high on Roman Wilson. I think they're that high on Roman Wilson.
Well, you say that, you guys say that, but supposedly they were in on MVS and he chose another team. Supposedly they really wanted him and he didn't come here. And there's been a couple guys like that over the offseason.
He chose their practice squad over the Steelers.
Yeah. Well, the Steelers tried to get him.
Yeah.
On the
Steelers have made offers on Tyreek Hill. So obviously they don't like that wide receiver room that much.
Yeah, but it was just a practice squad offer is what Bob's point is. It wasn't to be actually on the 53. So
my point is they wanted him.
Yeah. But see, they did this last year too. When we could have had
because he can't close.
What's the guy that went to the Commanders that we only offered practice squad, who, when healthy, could have been a wide receiver too?
Yeah, I remember who you're talking about. And then the kid Patrick that went to the Lions, that was pretty good too. One. And he just got traded too, and the Steelers didn't get him again. It's Omar and this. He can't close on wide receiver. He just can't. I don't know what it is.
And for big pun here, Deontay Johnson showed in 2021, the same year Hunter Renfrow had a big year, that he was competent way back when. Deontay Johnson's going on 4 years of suck. He 4 years of suck at this point.
4?
Yeah.
I think
22,
it's 4.
23, 24.
What did he do in 22? Wasn't he pretty good in 22?
Do you want to know what happened?
Oh, yeah,
Kenny Pickett happened.
he got 880.
Kenny Pickett and Matt Canada.
Yeah, Kenny Pickett, Matt Canada, and then fucking Mitch Trubisky all happened.
Yep.
So
Ruined
what?
his career, I'm telling you. And in the short term, ruined George Pickens here too.
Oh,
Both
You know,
of
when it hits you who the quarterbacks were, it makes a lot of sense.
And he quit on the team when
That
a fumble
too.
happened. He just
Yep.
turned his back and walked away.
And
Okay,
And started a fight with Mitch
Mitch
Trubisky, didn't he?
Trubisky.
Yeah. As he's watching his
Okay,
free agency, his free
he's
agent year
no-
coming up, burn
Yeah.
up in hell because he's
No,
not
don't
going to
get
make
me
any
wrong.
money.
Don't get me wrong, Bob. I'm well aware of what he did to not help the situation. It was
Yeah,
a combination of both.
Look, I
All
mean,
that combined. He turned to a head
Carolina,
case.
Baltimore,
Yeah, I know it.
Houston, Cleveland. Oh my God.
The Houston one's really inexcusable.
Oh
the
my
Houston one's
God.
inexcusable because that's a great situation for him.
Yeah.
With that quarterback and that
Yeah.
team, that's inexcusable. I mean, going to the Browns, I get it. Going to Carolina is a fucking joke. But you got a chance. Baltimore and Houston, both. Not trying to make the best of those situations, just inexcusable.
Like, I want to
I
say
agree with you,
Raul
yeah.
is right. It's just that with these guys, it's more they're just head cases than it is they suck.
Yeah.
Brown,
Especially
Brown,
Pickens. 'Cause
Brown,
Pickens doesn't suck.
Brown, Pickens, and
Yeah.
fucking DJ. They're all head cases.
And whatchamacallit, they
Well-
got traded to the Bears. Yeah.
It used to be.
Oh,
but
Chase
I'm
Claypool.
going to name a
Chase
guy
Claypool.
who left and didn't suck, Kevin Dotson. Because
Yeah.
shock of shocks, he goes to the Rams and they say, hey, maybe we should play this guy at his position. And all of a sudden, he's an all-pro.
Well, yeah.
But Pat
Right.
Myers is going to get a fucking contract extension.
Don't say
when
that.
Broderick and
Don't say that.
Fatanu have
We don't know that yet.
lights
God.
out year.
We don't know that yet. Don't put that
manifest
out there in
this,
the
Bob.
universe.
Don't
Don't do
put
that.
that out there, bro. Don't
Yeah,
put
let's not
out
do
there.
that.
The
We
only
don't
way
want
he's
that.
not getting an extension is if the line sucks. And if the line sucks, we're not going to win any games. We're going to be like 3-14.
You're right.
The line can be average, and they can be just unhappy with him, but don't want to fire him before his contract's up. You know, that's happened with 100 coaches, and the offensive line can be average, and they can, fingers crossed, they'll get rid of him. But we'll see. All right, you want to do over unders? We're getting late. We'll do a
Yeah.
few of these.
Sure.
What did you say, Neil O'Donnell? Neil O'Donnell did suck after he left. He kind of sucked when he was here, though. So does that really count?
He had
Now,
one
watch
good
Super Bowl
season.
30? Yeah.
Yeah, he had one good season the year we went to the Super Bowl, and then morphed back into being Neil O'Donnell.
He was the perfect quarterback for the Steelers. He didn't take a lot of chances until the Super Bowl. He usually didn't turn the ball over much.
He didn't,
Before that.
throw it somewhere where there's no wide
Yeah.
receiver.
The
All right,
game was a
good.
little too big for him. Little too big for him.
No need to bring up old shit. Let's just
Manny Sanders. Manny Sanders was pretty good when he left.
yeah, he did all right after. He did all right
He was
after.
all right.
Ed Brown. Rod Woodson was pretty good after he left.
Yeah, Brad Woodson was good. That was a
Not
mistake.
bad.
They
Not
shouldn't have let him go. That was
Not bad
one
at
of the worst
all.
mistakes. All right, let's do it. We're gonna do some over unders. We're gonna have some fun with this. We'll do regular ones and we'll do some fun ones. I got a good one for you guys right off the top.
All right.
Over under. How many games does Jalen Ramsey, Cam Hayward, Darius Slay, and TJ Watt play together on the field at the same time? I put the over under on 8.
Sorry, I got distracted. Something about Bob's teeth. I was like,
Yeah.
wait, what? But anyways,
I'm gonna repeat this, Dave. Pay attention.
yeah, I'm trying.
How many games do Jalen Ramsey, Cam Hayward, Darius Slay, and TJ Watt play all together on the field at the same time this year? I set the over under at
A
8.
17-game season.
More than 8, less than 8. It's the geriatric crew. I did it on purpose.
I'm gonna say God, I hate to say under, but it feels like under.
I'm saying
Give me the 3 again.
it's 4. Jalen Ramsey, Cam Hayward, Darius Slay, and TJ Watt.
What's the
Raul says
over?
12. He's going over.
So that's over, Raul.
Jen
Jen-
says
Jen-
over too. A lot of optimistic people in the chat.
At 12 games? Yeah, it's an easy over.
I said
If you
8.
said-
I said 8.
The over and under is 8.
Okay,
Now, after
okay.
all
I
four be on the field-
hammer the over then for 8 games.
All 4 of them on the field at the same time. That means not one of them can be out.
Yes, hammer the over because it's not even half.
Hammer it?
Yeah,
It's almost half season.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. If you'd said 13, okay, maybe an injury happens. 8, they're gonna get fucking 8 games. The first 6, they're gonna walk through no problem.
You don't know that, dude. You don't know that.
Football's a very
Cam-
physical game. Bob.
Cam Hayward could pull a hammy. Remember, Cam Hayward hasn't even practiced all
Yeah,
preseason. He could go on the first game, pull a hammy, blow
My
you right
thing
off
is,
the bat.
there's been so many injuries already.
Yeah.
Like, that's my thing. It's like so weird. There's just so many fucking injuries. So
I
it
guess
worries
they-
me.
Go ahead. I was gonna say they could cut Cam.
Oh God, stop that stuff. All right. I'm gonna say under, and you wanna know why?
saying
Because
under,
usually
too.
I'm wrong. So hopefully I'm wrong. I'm gonna go under.
I say hammer the over.
All right.
I hope
All
you're
right. We
right
got
this
it. Let's get this one out of the way. Over under 2 personal foul penalties for Jalen Ramsey.
time. I knew it.
I'm going over.
We already know where this is headed. All right, so David, we know I'm picking under. Your pick.
Just personal fouls.
Personal fouls. No, not holdings, not pass interference, just personal foul.
So it's gotta be over 2. I'm gonna say 2 on the dot. He won't go over.
Fence rider. So
Yes.
you're staying under.
Yes. Definitely riding
Alright.
the fence on this one.
I'm gonna bet the 2 in 134 games side of this bet.
I'm going to bet the 1 under Tomlin in 3 plays.
In 5 minutes of playing, yeah. God.
All right. Caleb Johnson. Under over 500 yards rushing.
Under.
I'm gonna go under too.
That's a clean sweep. I think I'm going under 2.
Sorry, Trent. Love you,
Sorry,
baby.
Trent.
Trent was here. Somebody would go over.
Yes.
All right. Bob, you don't even have to answer this next one. Najee Harris, under over 500 yards rushing.
Definitely under. And I think it would be more interesting to see if he gets vision back in one of his eyes.
All right.
Oh, God.
For Najee, I'll say over.
I think I'm going to go over 2. That coach likes to run the ball. I think Hampton and him are going to get a lot of carries together.
That's what I think.
I think they
don't
both
think
go
they're
over.
going to give. Well,
You're
I don't know. maybe they-
Mispronouncing Najee Harris. It's Gus Edwards. That's how you say it.
All right. TJ Watt, over under 13.5 sacks.
Ooh, that's a good
I got that
number.
line directly from DraftKings, so that's the line that's going around.
13 and a half.
Yeah.
I'm going to say over. We got a better
Oh.
D line that's going to apply pressure,
Yeah.
so they can't all focus just on him this season.
Yeah, if they're healthy, you're right. Yeah.
If they're healthy and they're getting home, they're going to have to worry about a lot more than just stopping TJ Watt now. Finally. So
What did he have last year? What did he have?
11?
Last
11?
year? 11.
Yeah.
I want to say 11.
I'm tempted to go over, but I'm nervous. I'm tempted. Yeah, I think he goes over. 1 year, he's going to say, just to prove his contract was worth it. He'll get around 15. Hopefully, he stays healthy.
Who has
Yeah,
more
19,
yards
11
passing,
and a half.
Duck, Hodges, or Mitch? Well, Duck's not in the league anymore. Mitch is the backup in Buffalo again, right?
Well, it's for Steelers' career, it's got to be Mitch, right? Because Duck didn't throw for many.
Yeah, it's Mitch. Anyways, TJ, wow, Jen.
I'm gonna go.
TJ breaks the record this year.
No.
I'm gonna go over, but I don't think it's gonna be way over. I think it's gonna be like 14, maybe 15 sacks, and that doesn't mean he has a bad year. I just think
No.
the rest of the defense is gonna be so good.
Right.
And
I'd be-
Irving's gonna beat him to a couple.
I'd be ecstatic with 15 sacks. Ecstatic.
That's where I think he's going to hit 14, 15. I'm not quite at Jen's level, but I think that he'll get over the 13.
All right. Alex Highsmith, over under 7.5 sacks.
Ugh.
This is right from DraftKings too. So this
Again,
is legit.
I
Line.
think he will because it's the same with TJ. they can't. They got a lot more to worry about now.
I'm going to go under. I think Herbig eats into his snaps a lot this year.
You think?
I think so.
7.5. I'm going to say he gets 8. So I'm going to go
Okay.
over.
Yeah.
Okay. DK Metcalf under over 1,000 yards receiving.
Thank you, Jen. And what was that?
DK Metcalf under over 1,000.
Over.
He better get over 1,000 or they're in trouble.
No, it's not a lock. It's definitely not a lock because if you look at DK's history, 6 years in the NFL, 3 years he's been under 1,000 yards.
That's a
I
good
looked
point.
at it today.
He always hits like around what 900.
He's within 900 and 1,100.
Yeah,
every
14.
year of his career except for one.
You're right. Whoa, Big Pun saying way over 1,400.
I'm going to say he barely goes over, but look, I've been making this point for people for fantasy. I think he's going to have between 65 and 75 catches. He's going to have around 1,000 yards. He's going to get 8 touchdowns, which is going to be great. We're going to be very happy with him on the field product. But from a fantasy perspective, you are not going to like what you get.
I'm going to go barely over 2.
In fantasy, I think he's at best a wide receiver 2, but that's just me.
For fantasy purposes.
In fantasy purposes.
Yeah.
But
I agree. But I think he's going to get between 1,000 and 1,100 this year, somewhere in that area.
His ADP right now shows that people feel more like he's a wide receiver 2 in fantasy anyways. He's not getting drafted in the first 5 rounds.
No,
it's usually
I don't
around
think
6,
was he
7,
ever?
8.
Fantasy?
Maybe in the first 4 years.
Yeah.
Maybe with Russ. Was Russ thrown to him originally? I think, right?
Yeah.
I think then first couple years, yes, but
there's people overvaluing him. I mean, he's realistically he's wide receiver 20.
Still fans. We're not shocked here. Like it happens.
All right. George Pickens under over 1,000 yards receiving.
Over.
Yeah,
I'm going over. He's gonna have a monster year. Put in the books.
They're gonna double up Lamb, and he's gonna feast. That's what I think, at least.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you, Dave. 100%.
The other thing is they don't really have a run game though, do they?
They don't. They throw the ball they're always behind. They're always throwing.
So that could
George
go that could go either way. Either because he's getting force fed the ball, he puts up a lot, or defenses know to set up to stop the pass, and
but
it don't go well.
You can't stop CD and him. They got a good tight end.
That's what that's what I think, but you never know.
Yeah.
But no, I still think he goes over 1,000 easily.
The only way he doesn't go over 1,000 is if the quarterback gets hurt again.
Yep.
Just one thing for Big Pun here. So Arthur Smith's never had a wide receiver get more than 117 targets in a season. And A.J. Brown, who made his bones, that's what everybody points to, is A.J. Brown, man. Look how good he did with Arthur Smith. He had 70 catches for 1,075 yards and 11 touchdowns. If we get that, I'm going to be very happy.
I'm happy with that.
We'll be happy with it for the on-the-field product. But if you're playing them in fantasy and that's your wide receiver 1-ish, or you're expecting a lot out of your wide receiver 2, I think there's better guys that you can get. Now, don't get me wrong. If you get DK in the 5th round, yeah, that's a pretty decent pick. But I've seen him going in drafts in the 3rd and 4th round where people are making monumental mistakes.
I think, though, if he hits 11 TDs in fantasy, that's pretty good, though.
You're talking about DK?
Yeah. If he hits 11 touchdowns, it's pretty good.
So we need your answer, Bob, on DK. I mean, on George Pickens, under over 1,000.
I said over.
He said 1,000.
Oh, you said over? Okay, I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. All right, you guys got to give this a little bit of thought. Under over, how many All-Pros will the Steelers have? I said it at 1.5. All-Pro is different than Pro Bowl. All-Pro is you are the number one guy at your position.
You're saying over under 1.5.
Yes. So basically, I'm saying, are they going to have more than
2.
one? Yeah.
So either get 1 or 2.
Yeah. Well, you got to have 1 or 5, but I don't see that happening.
I'm going to go over. I'm going to go over.
Under. The only person I see is Boz. I don't think TJ gets it. I don't think Cam gets it.
He was an All-Pro last year.
He was.
Here's my thing. This is probably the most, do I dare say, most stacked defense at multiple positions they've had in a little while.
Yeah.
So that really means that a lot of guys are not going to have to go overboard and overcompensate for other guys' deficiencies, and they'll do really well because they don't have to do that. So I think for sure you'll at least get 2, maybe 3.
All pros?
Yeah.
Who?
I'd go with TJ, possibly Cam,
Cam's not
possibly
getting all pro.
Ramsey. He just did it last year. I mean, like,
Yeah, he's not doing it again. He's not doing it again.
You say that. We don't know. We thought last year he was about done, but he wasn't. Ramsey, I think, is going to flourish.
Ramsey's possible. Ramsey's possible.
Those are my
Ramsey.
3. Those are my 3. If I had to pick.
Boz could get it too. You could sneak in.
Oh, okay. If you want to, fine. We'll go
it
Boz.
counts.
Let,
It counts.
let,
You're right.
let's count them off. Boz, good chance. Not a lock. There's good kickers in the league. TJ, Jalen, dark horse, Zach Frazier. I'm definitely over here.
I think it's a little early for Zach Frazier to be all pro. Pro Bowl, possibly, but it's a little
He's a
early.
Mountaineer. It's never too early. So
All right, you guys both over. I'm under. I don't see it.
what do you think at best? Well, okay, who do you? So who then is the one that will get it with you?
I think it's either Boz or TJ. They could sneak 2. Both of them could get it, but I'm thinking, gun to my head, I think just Boz to me.
You see, kind of like what Bob
I'm
is
kinda
saying, you have so
contradicting
many
myself, though,
guys
'cause
that
he-
could get it that I think
Yeah.
2 will get it with your over and under. That's the way I look at it.
Rookie of the year, big pun. Rookie of the year.
All right. Pro Bowlers, over under 4. This is a little easier. You know, you get.
Yeah, I mean, dude,
I
easily
think
just
TJ's
on
definitely
defense
getting Pro Bowl.
Just on defense alone,
Yeah.
I think you get 2 to 3. Offense, DK.
None. Maybe DK.
I
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, it's wide receivers too deep. Yeah, I
What
don't
if-
know.
What if Jalen Warren gets his first one?
I mean, that's not impossible. It's not impossible.
If my man don't fumble the fucking ball,
Right.
he can have a
Right.
really big year. Like, that's my only thing with him. Dude, take away the fumbles. He's a dynamic fucking player out there. You know it. I know it. And can have a big year.
Zach, Fatano, TJ,
Matano.
Jalen.
Pro Bowl?
Pro Bowl, yeah. There's a lot of buzz on Fatano around the league. Let's count. So offense is Zach,
You're gonna have
Fatano,
10 Pro Bowlers?
TJ, Jalen, maybe one of the linebackers, Patrick Queen or
Peyton
Peyton Wilson. I'd say best case scenario, we win 12 games, we get 6 Pro Bowlers.
Yeah, I mean, if you're talking everything goes perfectly
Look,
right.
This
Yeah.
is a popularity contest. So
Yes, it is.
4, I could easily see 4. So, but guys that actually like earn it on top of it, yeah. But I just dark horse.
I'm going to
for
go
me
under on
is
this one.
Dark horse for me to get a Pro Bowl nod is Jalen Warren.
I like that. That's a possibility. All right, what else do we got? Over under on games played for Aaron Rodgers. I put it at 13.
Jen
You
got
going
jokes.
over?
I'm sorry. I keep getting distracted by
Dave,
the chat. What did you?
Stop looking at the chat while I'm trying to give you over unders.
What was it?
Over
again?
under Aaron Rodgers, 13 games played.
Ooh, 13.
I'm going to say under. I got a bad feeling he's going to get injured.
I'm gonna say over because the O line is going to be better this year.
He's going to play 16.
16?
He's going to sit out the last game
Yeah,
because the division will be a lock.
that's best
Look
case
at you.
scenario, right?
Mr. Positivity over here.
Yeah,
I
right?
like it.
Fucking rainbows and sunshine over here on the bottom of the screen.
Hey, when the schedule
10 Pro
first came
Bowlers,
out,
the Super Bowl.
when the schedule first came out, I said we're winning the first 6 if Aaron's the quarterback.
I
don't
look
know.
because the O line is going to look better. At least I think they will. I think that he'll get over 13.
We
All
don't
right.
play any quarterbacks until Joe Burrow. I mean,
I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about injuries.
Injury.
When he's healthy, he'll play reasonably well. It's just, will he be healthy for all 17 games?
Will he not die because
which is another
one of
reason
the
why I'm
O
saying
linemen didn't? Yeah, that's my thing.
it's going to be crucial to have him throwing the ball 25, 30 times a game at most. Because that means they're in control. They're in their game plan. They're doing what they want to do.
Dude,
Jennifer.
Jen's killing me.
Jennifer, what are we doing here?
You expect me not to get distracted by the chat when they're making jokes that are funny.
I thought we were friends here. What's going on? All right. Here's the key to Aaron Rodgers' season. Over under sacks allowed by Broderick Jones.
Ooh.
I set it at 6. Our left tackle last year gave up 10.
Last year you gave up 10,
Yeah,
and our over
led
under
the
is
league.
6 right now.
6. I put it at 6.
I'm gonna go under. I think it'll be like 5, which is half the improvement. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying it like it's bad. I know that maybe that sounds bad, but at the same time, for him, that's really good.
I'm going to say one every couple of games. So I'm going to go. I'm going to go over. I think he'll end up giving up probably 8, which will still be good. He'll be facing, top-notch guys.
Did Punt say weight under 3?
It's possible.
You could give up 3 in the first game. Who they got for the Jets? No. Well, they got Will McDonald. They got a couple good pass rushers.
We're facing some pretty good edge rushers, boys.
Including Micah Parsons.
Micah Parsons,
who just got traded. I'm going over.
I saw a list of like 8 guys, and I'm like, ugh.
I'm going over.
Like,
it won't be by much, but it'll be a little bit over 6.
all right, I think you guys. I'm going to change my answer. I am going to go with over now that I thought about it. Thanks.
I skipped over this one. Over under 4,000 yards for Aaron Rodgers passing. I looked it up. He's right around 4,000 yards every year.
Under.
He's close every year.
And this offense
of his career.
Under.
I'm going to say under only because he's not going to play that last game.
So you think he gets close?
I think.
He'll be 38.
He's been pretty consistent. Yeah, he's been right around there. Even with the Jets last year, I think he had almost 4,000. I think he had 3,900 last year.
Until I see a quarterback do that kind of thing with this offense,
I know, it's tough.
I'm gonna go with under.
All right, couple more. Under over 6 Tomlin red flag failures. I'm going over. Just so you know. What is he? Owen? What is he like? 2-30 in his career on red flag challenges.
Over 6 red flag failures.
I'm over.
I don't even know if we can get to that many in a season, do we?
Yeah, I don't think it.
He throws a red flag at like once every other game, no? Challenge flag? Sometimes 2 in a game. You can do it twice or 3 times in a game.
In my head, I'm thinking around 5 for the season.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go under too. I think it's once every 4 games or so he'll lose a challenge.
He loses every challenge. He loses. Are you guys not watching his games? He loses every challenge he does.
Jen's saying they're going to give, I think she's talking about Aaron free range, or he will be a cancer.
I don't know if Aaron's ever been cancer, quote unquote. He can be a little surly, but I don't think
his words are hurtful, Jen. There was no need for that.
His teammates love him. You cannot find one teammate from his past, except for Mike Williams, who will say a bad word about him.
Yeah. All right, couple more. Over under Steelers wins. I said it at 9. Where are we going to? Over? You said that very confidently, Bob.
Yes. I feel like 12 wins is likely. 11 is worst case. If Aaron gets hurt, well, then we're bucking for Arch.
Bobby, you really are sunshines and rainbows today.
The weather in Florida must have been really good.
I picked 12 and 5 when we did the schedule. I'm maintaining my thing. Right. I think we're 12 and 5.
David?
I'll go over. Defense has been dramatically improved, in my opinion. I know we lost Minka, but between draft picks and who we've brought in, in theory,
you sold me on we're improved. You don't have to keep selling with getting rid of Minka.
I'm just saying.
I would go over. The only thing that concerns me is injuries. If this team's healthy, relatively healthy all season, they go over. Pretty confident.
Between the defense being improved and we've got DK Metcalf and 4 wide receiver threes, I think that with Aaron Rodgers there now, and with Janu Smith on top of Muth, I think we'll be better. So I'm going to go over.
Our man Richard here pointing out, Tomlin is terrible at poker, and shockingly, Dave is bad at Uno.
What is this, like insider knowledge right here? Jen saying, I live in Wisconsin.
So,
Okay,
so is Derek Watt about to make a big comeback?
Got
Got fucking Connor Hayward on the team. Let's get Derek Watt back. Yeah.
All right, last one. Over under 22 points a game. Last year, I looked it up. They were 21 point something. 21 points with
And
that
those
collection of
last 5
quarterbacks.
games tanked that because they were over.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm going to go over.
God, it better be over. With Aaron Rodgers at quarterback.
Guys, I'm praying that Roman Wilson, the chiseled God,
God.
is like a wide receiver 2-ish as the season progresses. So, yeah.
Would Boz have 41 attempts last year?
I thought it was
So-
42, but yeah, it's around there. Yeah.
I'm going to say Aaron converts 8 of those field goals into touchdowns. So, yeah, over.
This should be better than last year.
They
They have
have
to be
to
better
be.
than last year. Right? They were 21.5, I think, last year. So they got to be over.
Pun
They
said
better be.
way over 26.
Whoa, pun. You're drinking a little bit more of the Kool-Aid than Bob is.
I was going to say, what
Let's
Kool-Aid
settle
is he
down.
drinking tonight? God damn.
I think
Kool-Aid spiked with
24,
vodka.
24 should be the goal, but I feel like we'll end
Yeah.
up between 22 and a half and 23. But if we're scoring 24 points a game, that means we're holding the ball. This is the key. Fuck the points. If we hold the ball 35 minutes a game, we are going to win a lot of games.
Yeah, if we're putting up an average of 24 points with this defense, we better be fucking winning.
Do you remember the time when this team used to talk about 30 points per game?
Yeah, I
Like it
remember.
could happen?
How many
Yeah.
playoff games did we win when we were averaging that?
How many playoff games have we won since then?
I'm just saying, the last time we won
It was a lot
playoff
more
games, we were
entertaining.
not scoring 30 points.
Hey, Nancy, that's enough out of you.
I'm just saying. This used to be a whole different thing.
They are predicted around 26 points a game. Really?
Who predicted that?
I don't
I mean,
can't say that.
the difference between Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson, is that worth 4 points a game?
I think it's
Probably.
worth 3.
Probably. Then you think the offensive line should be better? You would hope the running game's better with Caleb Johnson now over
Offen-
Najee? I don't know.
Offensive line will be better because Aaron Rodgers will not hold the ball for 9 seconds waiting for somebody to get open. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, get rid of the fucking ball.
Well, I heard somebody else say that. That's kind of the knock on him too, that he doesn't want to get hit anymore. So he gets rid of the ball quick. That doesn't let
He is
plays
41.
develop a little bit.
So
That's his,
Yeah.
his whole career. I mean, that's always kind of been a little bit of a knock on him because that's why he throws so few interceptions.
Yeah.
Hey, if it ain't there, nope. Next play. I'll get rid of it.
It's got to be
I-
better. It's got to be. Please, God. It's got to be. It won't be exciting, but it's got to be better.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting when opening up with the Jets. Although I do feel like the left side of their line is gonna be, pretty interesting with Williams and McDonald. I'm interested to see if they attack Fatanu or if they attack Broderick. I think they're going to try to attack Broderick.
Yeah, if
yeah,
just by what we've seen in the preseason, they're going to try to attack
They're-
Broderick.
yeah, they're going to attack.
Tunnel's been
I have,
great on
yeah,
the
I
other
have
side.
no
So.
doubt it's Broderick.
I mean, you might
After
want to test the
last year-
rookie, he's not really a rookie, but he kind of is because it'll be his first year actually starting. So it's not a lock that Fatano's going to be good. We think he is, but
Damn, Jen. And he will bitch at the O line if the wind touches his skirt.
wow.
Holy shit.
Jen's feisty tonight. I like it.
Jen.
I like it. I'm taking shots at me. I don't like that, but other than that, I like the feistiness. I like the
But
feistiness.
And
I
again,
mean, Jen
this is-
really does not like Aaron Rodgers. Like,
it's
damn.
something he's never done.
Yeah.
Stop buying into the media hype. It ain't like he's fucking Kenny Pickett.
Now, Bob. Jen, you're making Bob mad. Stop.
We've talked about this 100 times. This is the best quarterback we've had in 4 years, at least.
I mean,
So-
all you hear is like, I was listening to Kuntz today on the Starkey show. He's like, man, it was so cool. Aaron Rodgers sitting there playing video games. He did the home run derby. And Starkey was like, what's it like playing with Aaron Rodgers video games? It was Dickerson this morning. And Dickerson was like, it's like playing with your dad. I play with my kids, but I'm still dad. So it's fun, but it's not really fun. It's just, okay, thanks, Dad. Move on, go play somewhere else. But he's made a huge effort. I think he's having a great time. And I think that's evident with the whole, hey, maybe this isn't my last year. Start to talk.
That's
I mean,
what they're
he's saying.
They're trying to get him to do another year, which I'm fine with. I hope he does, actually.
Well,
And
I'm
you
okay with
draft-
it as long as that
And
means
you
they
draft
don't.
the heir apparent.
Yes.
Yes.
If that means they're not going to draft one, then I'm not okay with it.
Then I'm not in. Yeah. That's how I am too, Dave. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
All right, boys. I got to go to work.
Yes.
So
all right.
I will see y'all later.
All right.
All right.
Later,
So
David.
Monday is predictions.
Yes, we'll wrap up.
Oh, wait. Is there some other is there something else before I go?
Well, I'm just going to go over what we got planned for the next couple of days.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. If you're going to be done in a couple
Monday.
minutes, I'll do it.
We tentatively have Braden Fajoko as an interview with Ron Lipbach. We're hoping to nail that down sometime in the afternoon. We're going to try to do that live. Then Monday night, we're going to do our prediction show, which is going to be fun. And then Tuesday, we're doing the live draft for fantasy
Live
football.
Steelers Sanctuary Fantasy Football Draft.
That's going to be fun.
Yes.
And then next Friday, we'll preview the Jets home opener
and
how
it should
about
be
that?
legendary picks.
and legendary picks as well.
Yes. The return of legendary
picks
pick.
returns.
Yes.
And I'm going to take out the paddle and spank you boys this year. So
Sure.
be ready.
Sure.
Great. Couldn't do any worse.
I can tell you this. I'm not calling
Oh,
myself
I
the
didn't do that
king
bad
of
last
legendary picks anymore.
What's that?
I'm not calling myself the king of legendary picks anymore.
Somebody else might have won.
Yeah, just a little bit, Bob. Shut up.
Yeah, Bob won. Don't worry about it.
Nobody likes
So we
to
got some
brag
exciting
at Bob.
stuff. I'm really looking forward to the Fajoko interview. Hopefully, it all comes through. If you're listening, we're trying around 3 p.m. is the target.
On
he
Monday,
just got
right?
cut by the Steelers, so he's got a lot of insight about training camp. I mean, he's been on and off the team for 3 years now, 4 years
Think
now.
we can get him to bash Cam?
No, we're not going to get him to bash Cam.
No. All right, I gotta get to work. I will
All
see
right.
you guys later.
Well, on that, don't forget to like and subscribe. Please hit that subscribe button. That really helps us out a lot. Comments after also help us out a great deal. Until next time, thanks for listening to the Steelers Sanctuary podcast.
Ain't nothing over till it's over.
Was that from the 80s?
It's probably in the 70s.
This is disappointing as hell.
Now what the fuck are we supposed to do?
Yo, come back now, you hear?
Probably worth the Google.
Saw that coming.